Hello, everyone. My name is David, and I am the product manager for GamePlanr. GamePlanr is an app that streamlines recreational sports team management, making it easy for captains to organize games while fostering team communication. I'd like to take some time to introduce the amazing team that I had to work with: Hannah, who was our product designer, Alex, who was our software engineer, and Mitchell, who was our second software engineer. We all had played recreational sports teams, and in our research, we found that 1 in 5 adults in the US take part in a recreational team sport. 59% of that is driven by primarily personal enjoyment and fun. And so we decided to do some research to tackle this problem and to ensure that we created an app that streamlined communication, that gave players notifications of upcoming games, but most importantly, allowed captains to have an opportunity to be notified and to plan for future games on our app. During our research, we conducted 4 user interviews, and we collected a survey with 22 respondents. And there was quite a bit of information that stood out to us. As you can see through this quote here, the ability to manage the team, but also to know when and who was showing up for games, was essential for success for the teams that we had spoken to. Based on this, we decided to create Kyle. Kyle is the team captain. Kyle is deeply passionate about uniting friends through soccer. He prioritizes maintaining a fun and fair soccer atmosphere, but he's also juggling the recreational sports team as a full-time job. Kyle does have some challenges with setting up the rec league. He struggles to quickly share important game details while pulling together players for games. There isn't really a streamlined process or system for smooth player tracking, but most importantly, he struggles with player availability, shifts, and unresponsive and last-minute cancellations. This is why we decided to create GamePlanr, focusing in on 3 main key features. The first would be effortless team creation. The second would be efficient game scheduling. And the third would be seamless communication. Based on this, I would now like to show you how GamePlanr would look in action. So as you can see here, this is the landing page for GamePlanr. We offer a couple of options to create an account. The primary one would be to sign in with Google. We also included our core values of effortless team creation, efficient game planning, and seamless communication on our landing page as well. For the purposes of today, we'll show you how to create an account, set up your first game, and how we will notify team members regarding upcoming games and communications. Once you click the button to create your Google account, you go ahead and confirm on the screen here. This will bring you to the dashboard. Within the dashboard, we have a team tab where you can keep track of the team. You could see games, both future and upcoming. We also have a notifications tab as well as a profile tab as well. When you're ready as a team captain, you can create the team. You'll need the team name as well as a brief team description, and we'll go ahead and create the team. Once the team is created, you can send your unique code either by copying the code or sharing the code so that teammates have a streamlined way to access our app for upcoming communications. Next, we're going to create our first event. So in this case, we're going to create the first game of the season, 60 minutes in length. You'll need the number of players needed, the opponent, some notes around the game, as well as scheduling the game. Once the game is created, you'll be back in your dashboard and you'll see a notification will pop up to determine if you're going or not going. Captains will then be able to keep track of that in the notifications tab and game tab. They'll also be able to send invites to join the team. This is a work in progress, but I'm excited to share some future updates and some future iterations of GamePlanr. Now that you've seen GamePlanr in action, I should also mention that we are going to be launching future iterations, which will include a substitute management portal, which will also include a player stats section so people can keep track of their games. We're also going to include a calendar integration to make it easier for captains to import and export their games. Moving on to some of the key learnings that we found as a team, I'll start with my own key learnings, which was really around prioritization. We had so many changing deadlines and our priorities constantly changed. And so it was very essential for me to reprioritize as we went along. We made a lot of mistakes along the way, and we learned from each and every one of them to create the product to where it is today. There's a lot of growth that has happened, but we also became better for going through our process as well. Finally, I learned the importance of asking questions as someone who doesn't really come from a technical background, but working in tech. This was really essential for me to better understand how to communicate on a cross functional team. Some of Hannah's learnings included communication, being pivotal on a fully remote team. We were all in different time zones, so coordination and communication was essential. She also mentioned sharing early deliverable iterations, so being able to show your work and ask for feedback was something that was really important. As you could see with the designs, it's critical to be able to take feedback and implement it into our design process. Finally, prioritizing core functions before exploring dynamic features is crucial. Hannah did a great job of looking at things from many different lenses before we decided on what to implement for today. Moving on to Alex's learnings, product teamwork triumphs all. Really, just having that team environment. We all had different jobs to be done. We had different iterations on what we needed to do, and so it was really really important that we worked together as a team to reach the 8-week deadline. He also learned the value of powerful collaboration and effective communication. Without our team and without working together, we wouldn't have been able to complete our project. Finally, Mitch's learnings were around frequent communication. So being able to frequently communicate updates. We held a daily notification where we would post the items that we're working on. We used Trello to prioritize our features. And finally, feedback and brainstorming are essential. So we really prioritized gathering feedback, getting new ideas, but ultimately had to drive forward with success. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation, and I hope you enjoyed.